Why do we care, man? Why? Just why do we care?
We have lost the impact of shame in our society. Bro.
So, we are bringing you a very sad episode of the cover point this time. We have just lost. I would call this, I wouldn't even call this a loss. A loss would be an understatement. I would call this a humiliation, a destruction by England today. It was just bad. So, would you just like to take us
Yeah.
away today?
I mean, this was bound to happen when the openers like combined to score for 32 of 33. Their openers chased down 170 in 16 overs. Our openers played the whole power play to score 38. Within 3 overs, they scored 38, and we took 6 overs to do that. I mean, the middle order has carried our team throughout the tournament, and this was bound to happen. We didn't deserve to win this game or the tournament.
Yeah. Fully agree with this. So let me just go through the scores real quick. Once again, this is the quality content that you get here on Cover Point with me looking up the scores on CricBuzz because we are not prepared. Yeah, so England won the toss and they put us into bat, which was a bit surprising considering how the Adelaide pitch was supposed to be played out. It was a huge pitch. The spinners were going to be in play a lot, and there wasn't that much swing and seam here. So like India started off pretty weak by, like as he said, by 37 for one in the power play. And then we just couldn't get going the entire innings, like until
Mm,
like the 16th over when
mm.
Hardik Pandya just found a different gear and like he just started smashing everyone through the roof.
I
Like
mean, if it
Virat
wasn't for
Kohli, like
yeah, I tell you.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you tell me.
Kohli held the innings together with a very typical Kohli innings, 40, a 50, a 50, or 40, but even he just couldn't get going. England just bowled really well to him. Like I know we are going to be discussing about how India were very bad, but credit where credit is due, man. England were amazing throughout this game. They stuck to their plans. Their bowlers stuck to their plans. Their batsmen came out very aggressive, and they took the game to us, which was something we should have expected, but we didn't. But we didn't. And
Mm.
like Adil Rashid was especially outstanding today, man. Like he bowled 4 overs, 20 runs and 1 wicket. You just couldn't hit him there. It was very difficult. He was weighting his pace up a lot. He had his googly, he had his leg spin, he had his top spinner. He had all the variations going for him. And then he even got like the likes of Livingston in the middle, bowling like 3 overs for 21 runs out of nowhere. Like he's just coming in the middle overs and just bowling 3 overs and just going off. And then I don't know, man. This guy is definitely one of the top T20 players in the market currently. And then the Pacers were relatively expensive, uh, but
Chris
at the
Jordan went
end,
for 46 or something.
yeah, Chris Jordan went for 43, and then Sam Curran went for 42. But that was partly due to the Pandya
Hardik.
destruction at the end. Like that innings was special, man. Like I thought we were in with the chance after his innings, but
Hmm.
then how the England innings turned out, I didn't expect it at all.
Like
So
after the
the
3 overs, I knew we were going to lose because they already made 40 runs in 3 overs.
Yep. So
Um,
now the England scores. There is not much to tell here.
there's two players.
Yeah, it's just two players. It's Joss Butler, 80 of 49, and Alex Sales, 86 of 47. Both were sublime, man. Like once again, where credit is due. They put on a show today.
Hmm.
The batting was just like straight to, there was nothing, there were no miss hits, there were no like edges going to fours. It was just all flying off the middle of the bat. Like it was just insane batting, man. It was a treat to watch. Even though I was hitting them, it was damn fun to watch. And then none of our bowlers showed up. Like as we can see in the wicket columns, there was zero wickets, and everyone just got smashed around the park. So there's not much to tell. Yeah,
I mean, like Bhuvneshwar Kumar went for 25 in his first two, and that's where I knew we lost because I expected Bhuvneshwar Kumar to pick like one or two early wickets to actually be in this match, but he just didn't show up.
yeah.
Shami too didn't show up. He got sent by Alex Hales. Alex Hales is just stepping out and sending him, man. There
Man,
was
Alex Hales
no
was like
chance.
Man, Alex Hales was like taking cocaine like 2 years back, and now he's in the England squad, smashing the bowlers around for fun in a World Cup semi-final. Man, where do they get these
Uh,
players from?
The thing is, even we do have these players. We don't play them.
Yeah, you're 100% right.
We
Okay,
don't play them.
so we'll
Oh yeah,
move on to the
wait.
next.
I had to tell something about Adil Rashid. He's an
Oh
insane
yeah, go ahead.
spinner. Like from 2020, I think Morgan has been utilizing him in power play. He's been bowling the second and fifth or fourth over, like in the power play, like since Morgan's era in T20s.
Yeah,
And he's been so
like
effective in power play as a leg spinner. It reminds me of like Chahal in 2016.
Chahal in 2016, and just Sam, and you remember Samuel Badri? He used
Ah,
to
yeah,
come in the
bro.
power play.
He was insane. But
He was
Adil
he was a
Rashid has been done.
designated.
Yeah,
So yeah, wait. Let me finish my point.
yeah.
Samuel Badri was a designated new ball bowler for West Indies in T20s at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So finish your point.
Yeah, so Adil Rashid, I mean, like any team in T20s, if they have to win, they have to have a decent or good enough leg spinner. Like Australia has Zampa, even though they didn't qualify. New Zealand's Ish Sodhi, Pakistan, Shadab Khan, and now England had Adil Rashid. We played no leg spinners. We are playing washed
Yep.
Ashwin and Akshar Patel, who can't
I
spin
mean,
the
a
ball.
washed Ashwin would be. I think so. It would be a little
Nah,
bit
bro,
too.
he's
Nah. I
he's
think so. That's
he's
a bit too
washed
harsh.
in T20s, man. He didn't do
See, I think
anything this
so.
one. Except the
Yeah. Like
four
I
against
mean,
Pakistan, not
yeah, yeah. I
bowling
get where
wise.
you're coming from. Like, his wicket taking abilities are certainly in doubt, though.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see a method where he gets a wicket, dude. Unless like the batsman like starts going after him
Hmm.
and like he starts weighting up his pace. I genuinely don't see a way where Ashwin can get a wicket at this point. Like
He d-
he's not a wicket taker type of bowler.
we play like Ravi Bishnoi and some other spinners in the bilaterals and don't play Ashwin in bilaterals. And when it comes to World Cup, Ashwin is the first choice.
Yeah, Ashwin didn't play throughout the year, man, and he just ended up in the World Cup squad somehow.
Even the last year, same thing.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, wait. So moving on to the second topic for now. Indian openers.
Hmm.
Yes. So let me take this one. I'm
Yeah.
gonna enjoy this one. So our very beautiful openers, Rohit Sharma and KL Rahul, they have scored a total of 244 runs of 215 balls at a strike rate, at an amazing strike rate of, if I say so myself, of 113.
If you
Yeah, I
like,
get that this. One second.
if you like,
If
yeah,
Yeah, I get this tournament was a bit tough for the openers to play. Like we saw it with Australia as well, where Aaron Finch and David Warner couldn't get going, and with New Zealand also only on a couple of instances where Devon Conway and Finn Allen both fired in the same game. Yeah, I get that it was a tough tournament for them, but still, man, like this is unwarranted. This type of strike rate and like just soaking up balls and not scoring runs at the beginning, not taking advantage of the power play, that's just unforgivable, man. It just leaves too much work at the end to do, which and like it's fine, okay, fine. Even if they were showing intent and not able to score, okay, fine, I get that. It's just that they were going out with the intent of like just looking to settle themselves in and then go start hitting. They didn't end up doing both. They just like kind of in the weird middle ground where they just soaked up balls and they weren't scoring runs, and like they didn't even go aggressive at any point. So like they just ended up with like something like a mediocre runner ball 20 of 20. So that's the thing which I really didn't like about this World Cup. When we have the likes of Ishan Kishan, Prithvi Shaw, Sanju Samson in the wings, I don't know why we're still going with this approach of like consolidating at the top and
I
then going
know.
hard at the bottom end. Yeah, so go ahead.
So, like, if you remove like KL Rahul's innings of 50 of 30 against Zimbabwe, was it against Zimbabwe or last game where he had 50?
Yeah, I think so.
If
He
you
played
remove
one
that,
innings against Zimbabwe and Bangladesh.
yeah, if you remove that, they have a combined strike rate of below 100 in like actual
Yeah,
games. This is
that's like,
unacceptable.
see, yeah,
Completely
like
honest. You play
this is
180 balls, man. That's
yeah, like
so.
at that point you would expect at least a minimum like strike rate of at least 150 from at least one of the openers.
Hmm,
If both of the openers are going at like 120, 110, like walking pace,
hmm,
it just doesn't end up working then.
exactly. And
So then, yeah, do you have anything else? Then otherwise we can move on to the next one.
oh yeah, nah, next up.
Okay, next one. Openers lack of intent, that's done. Bowlers not showing up. Okay, yes. This also I feel like we can cover up. Bhuvi didn't show up, man. That first over going for 13, gave momentum to England.
Yeah.
After we somehow clawed the momentum back to our side, after we ended up after we ended strong with like the Pandya finishing, that just gave it away. Arshdeep bowled well. I don't know why I was given only 2 overs. He gave away two
He
overs for
ga-
15 runs.
he got only one in the power play, and then second over when we had already lost the game.
Already lost the game. Yep. That wasn't that good. Then Akshay Patel, he bowled a bit well, but then he
No, man.
more often than not he just ended up short length, and like
Yeah.
Butler and
They
Hill
just
just like
weren't
ended up cutting him
targeting
and
him.
pulling him.
They just weren't
Yeah, they just weren't
targeting him,
targeting
man.
him. Yeah, you're right.
That's all.
And then Mohammad Shami as usual. Yeah, Shami also couldn't nail down anything. Oh, speaking of Shami, did you see that like fielding moment?
Oh, yeah, he just threw it somewhere and then no.
Yeah, that was damn hilarious. So for people who didn't, for the people who didn't watch it, so Shami's at the boundary line. So he came running in and he didn't have the time to pick up the ball and throw it to the keeper. So he like relayed it to another fielder who was running in, but he threw the ball so hard it went over the fielder, and that fielder had to go and run back to get the ball and then throw it to the keeper. England have run 4 runs in that process. They didn't get a boundary. They ran 4 times.
I mean, we had
Like
already lost the game. I don't know why were we even trying.
yeah, like we lost the game, but like that little, like that small moment, right? It kind of
Mm.
summed up how bad we were throughout the entire game.
Well, this 45 minutes of bad cricket has to stop. It's been
I
going
mean,
on for
like,
9 years.
yeah, see, you can't call it 45 minutes of bad cricket if
Okay,
it's nine
today
years,
was
right?
two hours of bad cricket. We just played
Yeah,
bad.
this was just a day of bad cricket. We were just bad, just like you can't like sugarcoat it anymore. Yeah, so moving on. Uh, okay, yeah. So the main topic for today, sustained mediocrity. A period of sustained mediocrity since 2014.
Since 2014.
So take it away.
So we've been in like 2014, six World Cups, five World Cups and one Champions Trophy since 2013. And we've reached in semis like 4 times, and one time we didn't qualify. Champions Trophy finals, but we choked there. It feels like we're not going out there to win. We don't see the winning intent out there. We like play well in group stages because there's no pressure to no pressure to perform out there. But when it comes into the group like playoffs, we are wanting to not lose instead of wanting to win. So that's the thing we're
Yeah,
lacking from 2013. Like 2013, you can see the Champions Trophy final. We just scored 130 and managed to somehow
yep,
defend it against the favorites England that year. Since
yeah,
then, we've
exactly.
just been poor, man. We're following the same routine of the top three, and we've been bad.
Yeah, and like going like I feel like the bells were tolling ever since we lost to Pakistan in the last World Cup about
Hmm.
how certain things need to change for sure. We can't keep going on with this approach of like not losing wickets at the top and then going hard at the end. We just leave too much to at the end, and we don't take advantage of the power play. We have been using this approach since 2013. It just doesn't work anymore in modern cricket now.
Yeah,
We need to take advantage of the power play. Keep strike rotating in the middle overs, and then go hard at the end regardless of how many wickets you have.
yeah.
That's how the modern game is being played. We still haven't learned from it. Like after the last World Cup ended, which was a disaster for us, we there was actually an improvement in the game. Even though it was in the bilaterals, there was
Hmm.
an improvement in the game. We had like Ishan Kishan and Rohit Sharma opening, and they, even if they were getting out early in some games, the intent was definitely there from both of them. And then you had like Surya Kumar Yadav coming in the middle and like doing his usual thing of like ticking up the score rate and just like keeping the scoreboard along. And then at the end we had Dinesh Karthik and Pandya as finishers.
Hmm.
It was going all too well. But then Ishan Kishan has been badly mistreated by the management so far. He was dropped just 1 month before the World Cup for KL Rahul. I don't know why. KL Rahul hasn't played a single international T20 this year before 2 weeks before the
World Cup.
World Cup. and then we suddenly bring him into the squad and expect him to perform. It's not a right thing to do. I mean, yeah, it's not a right thing to do. Like that much pressure on themselves without having like that much match practice. It's not fair. It's not fair on the guy. Like, yeah, he has extremely good talent. He's probably the best T20 batsman in our team. But still, without any match practice, going into crucial situations, yeah, I get why the guy didn't end up scoring any runs this time around.
Yeah.
Uh,
So the top three thing that we had from 2013, it only used to work because the top three were in form that year, in form during that period, like proper
yep.
form. Rohit is in extremely good form. Shikhar Dhawan, Mr. ICC, Virat Kohli, the uh, player of the decade that decade,
Yeah.
and
Kohli being Kohli,
yeah,
simple.
Kohli being Kohli. It worked, and we had to use it that time because we had very poor middle order, and we just had top three, and then Dhoni there to finish it. That was our
Yeah.
batting
And we
lineup
had
in
like the and we had
those
like the
periods.
revolving door of number fours at that point. And now
Yeah.
since we have a settled number four, there is no one else to build it around,
Hmm.
because like the top three is kind of old now and they're like moving along a bit. And then the finisher position is not settled. We have one
Yeah.
game we have Pant coming into play at number six, one game we have DK coming in. So it's not really settled as well. This is one of the major things as well that's gone on in the World Cup so far.
I think the top three thing only worked till 2019 because that year Shikhar Dhawan got injured. Though he got injured, Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli were in the form of their lives. At least if two of
Yep.
the three are performing, it will work out. But now it's only one of the three performing. So
Yeah, I get that. I definitely get that. 100%. And then so another thing, one more thing which I absolutely didn't like is how we are chopping and changing almost every single match in this World Cup. We
exactly.
didn't have a settled lineup going into almost every single game. So like take Pant and Karthik for
DK.
example. So one game it looked like whenever DK was playing, we thought Pant was the better option, and
Hmm.
whenever Pant was playing, we thought DK was the better option. So it's like we can't settle on any one of them, and
I
like
mean, like our management does not have the management of BCCI does not have like a proper mindset. They choose Rishabh Pant for him to play spin, and then they send him in the 18th over or 19th
yep,
over, that is. And then
like
they know Karthik can only finish, though they send him like Karthik can finish against pace, but still they refuse to send him in like the 16th, 17th over and send Akshar Patel or someone or Ashwin sometimes ahead of him and keep him like till the 19th over to like make him face like 4 or 5 balls. That's not what a finisher
yep,
does. He at least needs two,
yeah.
three overs.
See, yeah, exactly. It's not like he can like come out and strike from ball one. Even he needs a couple of balls to settle in. Like give him some time, at least like 3 overs from the death. Give him that much time. He'll guaranteed give you like a 40 of like for not 40, a 30 of 12 balls or something,
Yeah.
30 of 13 balls at that point.
He's been constantly doing it this year. He's not disappointed.
Yeah.
Like he's maybe disappointed like once or twice. I don't see any more time. He's performed good in the IPL. He's performed good in the playoffs of IPL. He's performed good for India in the bilaterals. He's performed good in the Asia Cup. I don't know what went wrong here. Why didn't they
And
give him
like
a chance? Hmm.
everyone knows that his game is a bit suspect against spin, but like yeah,
It's
like
sweep
and
or
like I think so.
inshallah.
Yeah, and I think so. It was against South Africa where they sent him at like number five or something,
Hmm.
number five, and he ended up scoring like a very poor 8 runs of 14 balls. And
Hmm.
everyone started blaming it that, and then everyone like that's not his role. That's
Hmm.
not what he's in the team for. And this brings us to another problem. There were no clearly defined roles in this team. Before this whole year, we had Chahal playing almost every single game, and once the VC comes around, we drop him for Akshar Patel because we don't have batting depth.
Yeah, Jadeja got injured. No.
Jadeja got injured, yeah. And then out of nowhere, Ashwin comes into the perspective. He's playing.
Hmm.
He's playing in the team ahead of Chahal. Yeah, I get that Chahal isn't the like the best leg spinner in the world right now, but like
But he's
he's the
still a
only
match
wicket
winner.
taking.
He's still a match winner.
Not a match winner would be a bit stretch for me,
He,
but like he's a wicket taker is what he is.
but
He'll
the
go for
thing is,
40 runs in
okay,
his four, but at least he'll end up with two wickets.
2, 3 wickets. The thing is,
Yeah,
he might have been bad in the bilaterals, but consider the IPL. He just won the purple cap.
yeah.
He's coming off
I
a
mean, like,
purple cap.
the then you can look at KL Rahul as well, man. Then
Okay, yeah, fair,
look at
fair,
KL
fair,
Rahul,
fair,
orange
fair,
cap
fair,
holder.
fair. I take
He
my
like
statement back. I
yeah,
take my
like
statement.
like we shouldn't take the IPL into consideration for checking
Yeah, fair,
stats and all, man. Like
fair.
absolutely not, because then you just get a bunch of stat padders.
Yeah, Rahul
Like
will
I
have that.
don't like yeah KL Rahul. Yeah, I don't see. I'm telling this once again. I still believe he is our best T20 batsman.
See, I don't see KL Rahul as a stat padder. I see KL Rahul as a player who performs best when there's no pressure on him. When there's
Yeah,
no pressure
exactly.
on him, he can hit 129, 30 balls any day against any bowling attack. You
Yep.
send the best bowling attack against him, he'll create insane shots and give you 130, 40 balls. He did that against CSK in the match in the year where they won the trophy, I guess. And that year
Yeah.
they had that match they had no pressure on him. But when you put pressure on him, he tends to take all the pressure and he feels that he has to take the game home or he has to make the team win. So he tends to like protect his wicket and play slowly, and that like harms the team more than benefits it.
Yeah, he feels like it's his responsibility to take
Hmm.
the team home. Like, yeah, I get that why he was doing it in the IPL when he was with Punjab and Lucknow, cause like, but I genuinely don't understand why he's doing it with the Indian squad now. Like, he should just go out from ball one and like just smash the hell out of everyone.
Yeah, he
He
should do
can
what
give us a
Alex Helms
50.
is doing.
Yeah, he can give us a 50 run of in like 25 balls every single game. He has the
Hmm.
capacity to do that. He has done that in the
Exactly.
IPL as well. It's just that he has a sort of mental block there somehow
Hmm.
where he has like put pressure on himself to perform and to take this team over the edge, where he has just like where he has lost his shape, where he has lost his intent. I don't know, man. I just hope we can get the old KL Rahul back now.
Yeah,
Like I'm still telling he's our best T20 batsman. It's not Kohli, it's not Sharma, it's not Samson, it's not Surya Kumar Yadav, it's KL Rahul.
I
He's
totally agree.
definitely a best T20 batsman.
I mean, if anyone asks me if there's a weakness with KL Rahul, I can't name one. Pace,
Yeah,
spin, he can hit anything. Like if
he
there
can
is
hit anything
weaknesses
out
with
of the
Virat,
park.
there's weaknesses with Virat, there's weaknesses with Rohit. And there's no, I don't think there's weakness with Surya Kumar Yadav, but there's weakness with everyone. But KL Rahul, no weakness at all.
Yeah,
Nothing.
you legit can't
Nothing.
name one.
You
Nothing,
bowl him a
yeah.
bouncer, he's gonna send you. You bowl him a full toss, Yorker, full length, good length, spin, leg spin, off spin, anything.
And like he's not like the conventional Kohli type player where like
Hmm.
he hits only in the V and like a little bit across like third man and he's a 360 player as well. He can hit you over fine like third man any day of the week. He's just that good. Like he just needs to get rid of the mental block somehow. Then we'll get to see the true KL Rahul.
If we
I
had,
seriously hope we get him back, man.
if we have the true KL Rahul, we can win. Like we would have won both the World
100%.
Cups.
We 100%. I agree with you there. It's
If you
just
have
like
a
the
person who starts like KL Rahul and then Kohli who builds the innings and Surya Kumar Yadav in the middle order and Pandya to finish, you don't need anything else.
Exactly. And like and with that and like see if KL Rahul also starts off with this like aggressive intent, then you have like Rohit Sharma who can like take like maybe like that extra 5 6 balls to like settle down,
Hmm.
and then maybe even he can get going in that process. Like, but that's just not happening. Both of our openers just can't seem to get going now. I don't know if it's like they're just being found out or like it's age catching up or like just form. Because like we both know those guys are insanely class acts, but like something has to give now because like it's been going on for far too long.
9 years.
Yeah. Okay, so one more thing, it's the recurring theme.
Hmm.
Like again, 9 years. We have had the same core. We have had the same core of Kohli, Sharma, and Pandya. I guess you could. Okay, Pandya maybe not. Okay, fine. Pandya will include in him. Pandya, Kohli, Sharma, and Ashwin, Shami, Bhuvi. Yeah. So these couple, like 5 6 guys,
You
they
can
have
add
been in the
Bumrah
team
also, I
since
guess.
2013, 2014.
Hmm.
2013, 2014. And we haven't won a single ICC trophy at that point. And these guys are considered core players. So something has to give, man. Either all of them need to be binned, or like I don't know how much more confidence can we give in these guys, man. Like it's been like 9 years since we won the last damn trophy.
I mean, we are wasting like the end of Kohli's prime and the insane prime of Surya Kumar Yadav. We are wasting
Yeah,
it.
exactly. We are wasting it. And like when there's guys like okay fine, I'll take Rahul Tripathi even though he hasn't played international, but he's very good in T20s.
Hmm.
Once again, I'm going off on IPL records, which
IPL
I
side.
just said don't do. So so there's like guys like Rahul Tripathi, Prithvi Shaw, Shubman Gill, Ishan Kishan, Sanju Samson, the Chahar Bros, Ravi Bishnoi, Arshdeep Singh. Okay, Arshdeep just played in it. Yeah, so we have these guys are
Ruturaj
these guys
Gaikwad.
waiting in the wings. Ruturaj Gaikwad, yeah. Yeah, one more guy. So we have all these guys waiting in the wings. Why are we still sticking with why are we still sticking with the core that has not performed in crucial matches at any given stage in the last 9 years?
I mean, the thing is, this is the young and upcoming core, and we have a young core below them who are also ready, who are also going to come. Like now you have Shubman Gill and all, no. So like below
Yeah,
them, there's even more players like younger than them who are yeah, up and coming like um the Tilak Varma or
Tilak Verma, yes.
or Raj Baba
Riyan
or
Parag.
Riyan Parag, Shahbaz Ahmed, and all those players.
Yeah,
We have
exactly.
insane
So
talent.
so
Why we waste
it's
it?
not like we don't have talent. It's just that the current bunch of players, right?
Hmm.
They are just I don't like to say the word, but they are mediocre.
They are.
Like they perform they don't show up when it's required. It's just simple as that. Like I genuinely don't remember the last time Rohit Sharma played a crucial match-winning innings for us. Like yeah, I get he's a class batsman, one of my favorite of all time. Like, but he hasn't showed up when it's required. Like I genuinely don't remember the last time he has showed up in a match.
I think 2015 quarterfinals against Bangladesh he hit 100.
Bangladesh where he hit the 150, right?
Now 100, I guess. I don't know. He
Yeah,
hit a
100
100
or
plus.
150, yeah, something like that. Yeah,
Hmm.
but I think so that was genuinely the last time where I remember Rohit Sharma showing up.
I mean, if we talk about pure T20 cricket, from the like it has been 4 World Cups since 2013. 2014, 2016, 2021, 2022. I'm not going to count 2021. It's been a disaster. In these 3 World Cups, in the playoffs, it's just been Kohli. At least this year there was Pandya. The last 2 players, it's just been Kohli.
Yeah,
Uh, in like and that insane stat that I was telling about that Virat Kohli has hit 50 plus in every T20 World Cup playoff game from like
yeah.
all of the games that you have played in.
Now, let me come up with a more depressing one. Virat Kohli is also the last Indian to take a wicket in the semi-finals of an ICC T20.
Bro,
Oh
yeah,
man,
he took the
that stat, man.
he took the wicket of that Charles, right?
Johnson Charles. Yep.
The
Oh man,
dude's
that
retired.
brought back some memories, man.
Man. If Virat
But
Kohli is the
yeah.
last one to take a wicket for India,
Honestly,
bro.
honestly, one of my favorite stats to come out of this mess, man.
Bro. Yeah, I remember that they told this in 2021 after we lost against Pakistan 152 and 0, and they told still Virat Kohli is the last person to take wicket for India in World T20 Cups.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was hilarious. That.
But now it's going. Now it's reached the stage where we're using the stats in playoffs as well. So it's still very funny.
Bro.
Oh. Okay, yeah. So moving on to the next one. Mistreatment of Kishan, Bishnoi, DK, Harshal, and Chahal. So I'll take this one. So
Hmm.
I think so. We just brushed on the topics of like how these guys, so how these like five, six guys were given chances throughout the year since the last World Cup, but they were either dropped or selected for the World Cup, but not in the playing
Playing
11.
level.
Yep. So we had Ishan Kishan who was dropped for some reason for before the World Cup, and he wasn't even in the squad at that time. And like people still somehow don't seem to trust the guy. I don't know why. He's a class act. Like he's the future of the team so far. Then we have Ravi Bishnoi.
Hmm.
Man, Arshdeep Singh dropped the catch in the Asia Cup, and Ravi Bishnoi got dropped. Like that's just ridiculous, man. He he was our best bowler on that day as well. He bowled 4 overs for 25 and he took 1 wicket with it.
He is an insane bowler. You can't like play him well. Like I know he bowls like he reminds me of Hasaranga from Sri Lanka. Hasaranga,
Yeah,
but the Indian version. Like he might not bat well enough, but his bowling is similar. He's young too. He can improve, and he'll be a very good player for India in the upcoming years. And with Ishan Kishan, he's been like it's not like he's not performing well. I know he's not averaging like 45 or 50. He's averaging 30. But the thing is, his strike rate is 155
his
or
strike
something.
rate. Yep.
150.
It's his
I'm
it's his
taking
intent that counts.
I'm taking 30 or 15 or 20 balls more than 40, 45 or 38 balls any day. Any
Yep.
day.
And like he got slated for this a lot during the IPL when he said that he prefers his players to score 40 runs from 20 balls rather than 70 from 50. Now I get where he's coming from. It's not like he was talking about scoring 40 runs or 70 runs. He was talking about the fact of intent. He wants his players to come out and show intent and bat, which is what I really like about Sanju Samson now. Like he just comes out to the crease and he looks to be aggressive from ball one. It's not like
Mm.
where he's like, oh, I'll play myself in, then I start hitting in the end overs. No, it's not like that. We go from ball one, regardless of whoever is the bowler, regardless of what the field set is, regardless of what position we are in. We go from ball one. This approach needs to be used in the squads in the next few
Yeah,
bilateral series as well.
we should
So
try
the
that.
next player then we have is Dinesh Karthik.
Mm.
Played for 4 matches in the group stages, dropped for the final two, got Pant in as the finisher somehow, even though his best position is at number five and like playing against the spinners. Honestly, don't know what the management was thinking there. So yeah,
I don't even
and
know
then
what to tell.
next is
Harshal
yeah,
Patel leave. He was like
Harshal
super
Patel.
in the.
I guess he was kind of found out by everyone with his like slow balls and like into the pitch bowling style. But like after playing him throughout the entire year and like just not playing him in the World Cup seemed kind of like a waste. You could have taken someone else and like who could have gotten the experience also of being around in and around the Indian team then.
I mean, it's not like he got found out. You could have given him a chance. He would have been useful in the long boundaries. They didn't give him a chance in Australia. He got found out in the grounds of Ireland. They're small grounds, man. You ball slow, you ball
That's
fast,
a
you get hit.
that's a valid point, dude. I didn't think of that actually. The grounds in Ireland
You
and
get hit.
India were
Umran
were
Malik went for
relatively smaller.
55. 55 that game. His
Okay, yeah,
pace
that's a,
just
that's a
carried the ball outside. It was like 55, 65-meter grounds. Here it was
yeah,
80
yeah, yeah,
meter
I get that.
grounds.
Yeah. I get where you're coming from. I get where you're coming from. Like, yeah, and Harshal Patel, even though he's a stat padder,
He's not a
even though he's a
stat padder.
stat
Come on.
even though he's a stat padder, he's a wicket taker is what he is. That's
Yeah,
what I think.
fair.
But like, yeah, he was found out in the last few matches. So like, yeah, I get why they didn't play him. But like we might as well as could have taken someone else in the team to like I don't know, like to get like experience of being in and around the squad. So yeah. Then we have Chahal. Chahal was also, yeah, I get that Chahal's not the best option that we have, but like you played him throughout the year, then might as well have just played him on like some pitches where it actually helped him.
Hmm.
Like this Adelaide pitch would have suited him right to the T. Like this pitch it would have suited his like usual bowling pace of like 82,
Hmm.
85, and like where he's giving the ball air, and there was turn in the pitch.
If you
That's
bowled
why.
him at the end where the ground was like 80 meter and he bowled that flighted one on the off one on the like the fifth sixth stump, he would have
Yeah.
gotten 2 3 wickets.
Yeah, exactly. Like not 2 3 wickets. Even if not 2 3 wickets, he would have kept the scoring under check.
Hmm. He would have
Yeah.
been the main like
So
main bowler.
yeah. So that's it.
Yeah.
And then final two topics that we have is this. You take this one. This it's a question for you. Is this the end of the rope for some of the players in our teams?
I I don't know how to answer this. Like I want it to be. I don't want it to be the end of the road, but I think it should be the end of the road. But I don't think management is going to remove. Like for example, Rohit Sharma. I know the man's old, the man's not performing, but he's the captain. We're not going to remove him. He's our captain. We
Yep.
don't have any like. If we are going to name a new captain, it's going to be Rahul, whose own form is under question, or it's going to be Pandya. But if we give Pandya captaincy, it's just too much load on it on the guy. He's batting, he's bowling, he's captain. It'll just be
Yep.
too much load on a person. So we don't
But
have any
yes,
reliable like captaincy option. Pandya doesn't play Test, so whom are you going to give captaincy in Test?
captaincy in Test. Yep. So, and the next best candidate that we have would be Rishabh Pant, whose captaincy is very suspect, and I'm not sure of that as well.
The simple the Tim David review thing in Delhi versus Mumbai.
Yeah.
Just-
Yep. I get that. Yeah, but I think it's definitely the end of the road for some players.
Hmm.
I don't think so. We're gonna see Bhuvi. I don't think so. We're gonna see Shami. I don't think so. We're gonna see Ashwin. I don't think so. We're gonna see DK in a T20 match again.
Don't write off DK. Don't write off
Yeah, I'm
DK.
writing him off. Bro,
Don't
my
write
guy's
him.
37 almost, bro. Come on.
Dhoni played till 40. He's still playing. I trust
Hey,
DK.
that's Dhoni you're talking about, bro. Come on, Dhoni
I
and
trust
Karthik. Like,
DK. I trust
look at
DK.
this.
I
Hey,
mean,
that's the RCB in
D
you speaking.
no, not the RCB in me, bro. You see you see DK. I mean, we are still going to take him for next couple bilaterals, and he's going to perform. He has the will to play. He has the intent. He wants to play. The want is not there in other players. He has it. Do not
Fair enough.
take age. It's
But
DK.
I think so. He'll just get overtaken by other players like Pant and Samson. That's just my
Oh
view.
yeah, Samson. But Samson like top order. I think
No,
like
like not like top order. We'll just get like a specialist finisher number 6 probably who can bowl a bit, and
hmm,
then we can just have Sanju Samson who's like a top order for wicketkeeper batsman.
hmm.
So to wrap it up, okay. So to wrap it up now, uh, where do we go from here?
I have no idea. If
The
you
road
want
is very
if you want the practical in me saying just remove everyone except Kohli and Surya Kumar Yadav and Hardik and Arshdeep and just make a new squad. But that's
yep.
not how things are
That's
done.
not how it's gonna work out here. I feel
Hmm.
like we're gonna give the top order one last, like we can call it the last dance, in the till the World Cup 23, where we bring the old band back with Dhawan, Rohit, and Kohli, and we just go in with the same squad that like since like the 2019 World Cup. Yeah, that's pretty much what's going to happen. But I would like the future to be built around the guys like Sanju Samson, Prithvi Shaw, Shubman Gill, Ishan Kishan, the Chahar Bros, and then Arshdeep, Mohsin Khan as well from IPL. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for tuning in to this sad and very depressing episode of the Cover Point. So
Bye guys.
just
Keep tuned. We'll
So
be in
guys,
posting
just keep
videos.
following us. We have a lot of content coming up. So
Yeah.
see you.
Bye.